Hello and welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name's Lisette and today we're going to be doing a reading for Libra risings for the upcoming Pisces Full Moon on September 17th, 2024. And of course, depending on your time zone, it could also be taking place on September 18th in the early mornings. So this full moon is a partial lunar eclipse, and we're going to be looking at a few different things. So I'll be diving into what is being illuminated during this full moon for you, how you can work with these energies to support your growth, and what you are ready to let go of, and then any additional advice or guidance that would like to come through from your spiritual team. So I'll invite you to get nice and comfy. So if you'd like to grab some water or tea or a notebook or journal so you can take some notes, you're more than welcome to. And just invite yourself to become attuned to this reading, and we'll go ahead and dive on in. So we're just going to start off with what is being illuminated during this full moon. And just knowing, if you are not a Libra rising but you want to watch this video, you're more than welcome to, if it speaks to you. All right. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords, Ten of Wands. Wow. All right, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So to start off with, I do want to mention that you, as a Libra rising, this full moon is illuminating your sixth house. So sixth house can be kind of the mundane parts of life. So the things that we just have to do, like getting up and brushing our teeth in the morning, making the bed, doing the dishes, doing all the different chores, and just the parts of humaning that we do. And it can also represent your health as well, though. And it can speak towards work of colleagues, if you will, and just the day-to-day work that you do to make your living. Just to name a couple of things to support as we dive into this reading to give you some additional thoughts. But of course, always remembering that this reading is to empower you and to allow you to find confirmation and to also tap into your own intuition, your own wisdom. So anywho, with all that being said, so with these three cards that came out first, I really feel at the time of this full moon, there is this new level of realizing discernment, which actually feels really nice. So in looking at this Page of Swords, I will notate I do kind of read the cards a little bit more intuitively, but have foundation in the basic symbolism. But for some reason, I'm really seeing this as even though it's a page and normally it's kind of a more mature essence, or you're kind of new to these things, it feels like it is new, but it feels good. And I love that it's facing the Ten of Wands, because it's this, to me, symbolizing you, is looking at the Ten of Wands. So looking at you and all the things that you've carried in the past, and it's well, what do you want to cut away? What are you severing ties with at this time? So this could be really, really supportive to you in utilizing this energy to find renewal in what you even want to be connected to. What habits or what patterns, or maybe the things that you do as you go about your day, what's no longer working for you or serving you. And you can use this full moon's illumination to kind of show you those things so you can pivot and adjust. So I'm seeing this as an energy that maybe was carried, or maybe you are still currently carrying it. So Ten of Wands is like there can be a lot of, I don't want to say baggage, but kind of, it's just like a lot that's being carried, and it's being carried by yourself. And I think that since we have the Six of Pentacles here, the Six of Pentacles is really talking about like giving, receiving, and also balance. We have, you know, your Libra rising. So tap into that like balancing act that's innately within your nature of like finding more equilibrium. Well, how can you do that within your own life now, right? As you continue to move forward and go about. Okay, and then we'll just pull a couple more cards from the tarot before we go into some oracle cards. Or we might not. Okay, we're not going to. Alright, so let's see what oracle cards we want to use. We're going to use the crystal oracle cards. Alright, so we're just going to see how can you work with these energies to support your growth, and what are you ready to let go of. So I'm really definitely feeling like it feels like there's more like clarity and space for you at the time of this full moon. And that if that's not something that you're experiencing, maybe it's something that is coming in, as long as you invite yourself to let go of some of those wands that no longer need to be held. All right. And then we have here agate, healthy body. So this full moon is in your 6th house, so it can speak to health as well, if I didn't mention that. So just making sure that you're really keeping up with like really nourishing yourself, right? So you can't give from an empty cup, as they say. So just making sure that you are full, that you are good before you go to take care of others, so that there's no like resentment as you go about sharing or taking action. And then we have divine temple source. So you can feel you can honestly feel more connected in your day-to-day life with source. Maybe you work with like the rainbow colors, or maybe you're working with colors just in general more intentionally. Pisces is really that sign that is deeply connected to source, because it's the sign in which like there is that awareness of our interconnectedness in this ocean of oneness, if you will. So maybe that's something that will be coming through more to you at this time, or if that's something that you've been feeling, it's an encouragement to tap into those energies, because since the clear quartz here, that can provide more clarity for you in what it is that you actually want to do moving forward, so that you can find more balance within your life. And to harmonize more. So just thinking of like the number 6 as well. And then here we have fluorite, so learning. Fluorite is also actually really good for focus. So hence learning. So if you do have something that you're diving into, or in just creating more of these healthy habits, maybe you work with fluorite to support you in learning these new pathways towards what it is that you actually want to allow yourself to experience in your day-to-day life. You can work with any of these crystals, or you could just work with these colors, or you can just call on these crystal devas if they resonate with you. And then we're just going to go ahead and actually pull a couple of chakra oracle cards. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to ask for any additional advice or guidance. I really do feel like this is kind of pretty straightforward for you. Which is really nice. I feel like the other readings have been kind of a little bit more complex, but just thinking of you as, since you are a Libra rising, you have been having the the nodes highlighting your 1st and 7th house. So there really has been this like reforming and finding more balance between self and other in that regard. So I think that like if you've been really working with those energies, it seems that there has been an awareness of what's needed to create more balance within your life. So here we have emotions. It says feelings, expression, moods, and balance. So that is a sacral energy center card. So just making sure that you're not denying any emotions that do come up during this time. Allow yourself to process, to feel through, to experience whatever is arising, but to come back to an equilibrium. So not allowing that essence of holding, but letting go, releasing, and flowing. But to not deny, to allow, find acceptance, maybe even allow yourself to find an essence of understanding, but then to like continue with each present moment. So in the more like spiritual line of thought in regards to astrology, the 6th house is all about the house of like be here now. So how can you invite yourself to be here, but to allow what it is that is being experienced to be acknowledged? And then we also have 49. It says interconnection, expansion, oneness, light, and divine consciousness. This is so beautiful because we had source here. So it could be that if you have been like connecting more intentionally with the divine, with source, with mother, father, God, goddess, however you define that for yourself, this could just be a confirmation that like what you're feeling, like allow yourself to feel it if you haven't been, and if you have been allowing yourself to feel that interconnection, then to keep it up, because it's doing like such good for you. I don't know why I couldn't think of anything else other than that. It's like, it's just that simple, that in allowing yourself to be connected with this divine consciousness, with source, you're learning how to invite yourself to receive more, how to give more in this place that is balanced, and it's not forceful either. It's clear, there's precision, and there's focus. So it feels really beautiful. And then next we have 29, which equals to an 11. So 11 and 11 might be key for you. And I looked at the clock, or the count for the video at 12:44. So 44 might be another number that's significant to you. So for throat chakra here, this is all about, well, one, your will. So your ability to really express what you're not just needing, but wanting or desiring, which is so funny because in the back of the deck, there's desires. So it says goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. So, but anywho, there is, at the time of this full moon, to support your growth, just keeping up with being clear with your voice and how you're communicating. So that is something else that the swords can represent too, is communication, outside of, just the intellectual body, but through the intellectual body, that's how we're processing and communicating. So I guess makes sense. But anywho, so maybe sound is important right now. And you can also maybe working with different mantras during your spiritual practices might be supportive at this time. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of it. So we'll just get some closing messages from the Starseed Oracle deck, and yeah, that'll be that. All right. So here we have Star Brothers, Horus, energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And then we have you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So this is pretty cool. I think that just allowing yourself, if you want to call on Horus for protection, or you want to work with Horus more intentionally, if that's something that you've already been feeling called to do, maybe this is confirmation for you, or just like birds could be significant to you. Maybe if you have a bird as an animal spirit guide for you, you can keep in mind you can call on them for protection if you feel like you need it. And really just allowing yourself to be loyal to you, to really find a sense of security and safety within what you're cultivating, what you're creating, and to trust in source, to trust in yourself and what you're feeling, your intuition, and knowing that like you are unique, you are you, and you don't have to be worried about judgment from others, because it is truly right now for you a focusing in on you and your relationship with source. So allow yourself to really flow to those things that are calling your name, to learn new things that inspire you, to keep momentum, to keep a healthy body, to hydrate, to eat nourishing foods, and to allow yourself to let go of those habits, those patterns, those things that no longer serve you in your day-to-day life. So I do hope that you found this reading to be supportive. I will go ahead and close it out with divine love, light, and wisdom. We are complete. So if you'd like to leave any comments or just say hi down below, love to see it. But otherwise, if you want to join the Illuminating Crossroads community, feel free to do so by hitting that subscribe button. And if not, I look forward to when our paths cross again. And if so, see you soon. Take care. Bye.